Sarah Farman Story, Part 4, A Total Surprise. A few weeks later, after her trip to Farmore, Sarah got home from work, dripping wet from the torrential rain she had to walk through. As she opened the door, her phone was ringing. She picked it up. A man's voice said, "Hello, is this Sarah Farman?" "Yes, who's this?" she said. "It's Jeff Taylor. We talked on the train a while ago. Do you remember?" "Who gave you my number?" asked Sarah. So he says, "Well, my gram got it from your gram. You know, we've met before, right?" "We have? Yes, I came out to the farm when I was a kid and we spent a couple hours together." She tried to remember ever meeting someone named Jeff back on the farm. He goes on to say, "Yes, you took me out to your island. I wanted to go out on the dock, but you said you weren't allowed to without your dad. Remember?" Finally, Sarah began to remember. With amusement in her voice, she said, "You tried to kiss me." "Yes, and you wouldn't let me," said Jeff. "For good reason, I expect. I didn't like you," she replied. "Well, you liked me okay on the train," said Jeff. "I didn't know you were the same Jeff I met on the farm," said Sarah. All of a sudden, Sarah started to laugh. "What?" says Jeff. "You fell in," says Sarah. "Fell in?" questioning her reply. "The pond," says Sarah. "You fell in the pond." By now, Sarah was in fits of laughter. It was all coming back to her. "Oh, that," said Jeff. "You got soaked and all muddy," she replied. "Yeah, I sort of got in trouble for that. It was all your fault, though." "My fault?" she asked. "How could it be my fault?" "Anyway," said Jeff, trying to move the conversation in a more favorable direction, "I was going to call you sooner, but I wanted to wait until I got settled in my new job. When we met on the train, I was living with Graham and was a barman at Woolpack in Farmore." "So then where are you living these days?" he asks of Sarah. "I'm in Shell Hill now. I left my job near Howe Street." "Well, that is ironic," he says. "I moved over to Howe Street and you moved over there. I do get to Farmore every fortnight or so to see my Gram. She's getting pretty old now. Maybe we could meet up and hang out together there sometime. It's not that far from Shell Hill," says Jeff. "No, it's not. I can get there in 30 minutes or so, depending," says Sarah. "Depending on what?" he replies. "Depending on if I want to see the kissy-faced muddy boy," she says with a chuckle in her voice. Jeff is silent for a moment. Sensing his unease, she says, "I'm teasing." "Sure, when do you want to meet up?" "Well, I'm going up there in 2 weeks. Would that be okay?" says Jeff. "Sure," says Sarah. "In fact, I have to change trains in Shell Hill. I could pick you up at your place and we could go over there together," he says. "Okay," says Sarah. "I'll meet you at Shell Hill Station. Just call me with the day and the time of the train you'll be on." Obviously happy. "Brilliant," says Jeff. "I'll contact you again soon." After setting the date, they chatted a bit. Jeff told her how he was looking forward to seeing her again. She said it would be nice, and then they said goodbye. After Sarah hung up, she felt happy and a little unsure as she mused to herself. So that is who the train Jeff is. He was a barman? Well, he should not have said, "See you again soon," if he didn't mean it. Feelings of caution were waving to her from a distance in her mind. He was good looking, though, and he was really funny and clever. I did immediately like him on the train. It is fine. It'll be fine. I really want to see him again. In fact, I can't wait to see him again. She could hear the rain against the window. The next day, it was sunny, and it was back to work, counting the days to be continued.